Okay. Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome to Sentimental Fools. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Got something fun. It's going to be fun. Okay. So I fucking love vinyl records. Okay. If you've seen the first episode of the show, you'll know all about why I love them. All right. If you're curious, go watch that shit. Okay. One of the things that's great is that they often will have extra shit in them, right? That adds to the experience of listening. They'll have liner notes. They'll have articles. Sometimes even like interesting supplemental material. All right, just fun shit. Okay, so I have made some selections from my vinyl collection, right? And we're gonna read some fun shit. We're gonna read some liner notes. We're gonna check out some supplemental material that comes with some of these things, and we're gonna explore them together. Okay, we're gonna sit down and explore them together. Oh yes, okay. We're gonna have a good old time. All right. Now, some of these things they're because they're funny. Okay, they're goofy. You know, some of it's just interesting. You know, cool. But let's get into it, man. All right, let's talk about this shit. It's fun. Okay. So the first thing I have, let's start off weird. Okay, let's just start weird. All right. So there's this kind of album, okay? It exists in it's this category of records, okay? If you're the kind of person that has sifted through a lot of record bins at thrift stores, all right, you might have seen these and maybe not known what they are or were a little confused or anything like that, but you may have seen these before, okay? And so these are records that their purpose is to demonstrate, to show off some new kind of recording technology, right? They're like, we tried something new and it sounds real good. And so they get some musicians together and usually it's some sort of like big band or classical or jazz or something like that, just to demonstrate this new kind of technology, to get people hyped on this thing, whatever it is. So I think they're fascinating little pieces, you know. And so I've collected a few of them from thrift stores. That's where you see them, right? So I've collected a few of them. I didn't go crazy. I just wanted a few of them as conversation pieces, just as an interesting thing, you know. So I brought a couple in here. And what we have to read on them, it's not very long, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, so here's the first one. Okay, see that? Can you see? All right, so the new kind of what they were demonstrating here was they recorded audio, multi-track audio, on 35 millimeter film tape, usually used for film, right? And I don't know, I listened to it. It sounds fine, you know, but they thought this is it. Then this is the fucking future, man. This is it now, right? So they were having a good time. So this is what it's showing off, that like the music recorded on 35 millimeter, right? Yeah, 35 millimeter film tape. If anybody has some more information on this, wants to fill in any of the gaps, well, then do it. Okay? I'm not diving in too deep today. We're just reading some fun shit, okay? Okay. So as you can see, there's a lot of fucking words in there. We ain't gonna read most of those. It's whatever. They talk about each one of the songs a little bit more and kind of like where the song came from, and they just talk about the songs, but the fun stuff is on the back, right? Where they try to get you hyped on this as much as they are, okay? So get ready for this. Here's what it says on the back. Here's a look at the back here, right? It's fun. It's like, okay. Here's what it says. The first time you hear this record will be one of the most startling experiences of your entire life. That's what Command Records had the audacity to say when it introduced the fabulous new Command technique of recording on magnetic film on stereo 35mm. No, in quotes, no record like this has ever been made before, Command Record declares. A startling claim? An exaggerated claim? I don't know. Anyone who has not yet heard this fantastic recording might be justified in thinking that these were, at the very least, over-enthusiastic statements. When Enoch Light and his colleagues at Command Records made these claims, they were perfectly aware that they were likely to be considered extreme. Okay, all right, yeah. Come on, dude. The fuck, the energy in that. The first time you hear this record will be one of the most startling experiences of your life, your entire life. Holy shit. They were just fucking hype train, full speed, right? Full tank of coal. All right. An adventure in listening. But how else could a process that revolutionized, that's a hard word to say, that revolutionized, there it is. But how else could a process that revolutionized all recording concepts be described? What else could be said about a record that brought previously undreamed of breadth, width, and depth of sound right into your living room with such intense reality that you could actually feel, the word feel is in bold, that you could actually feel the presence of each individual musical instrument? There was no choice but to say, in all honesty, this is an adventure in listening that you will never forget. And now that the professional critics, the public, the trade press, the men who sell records have heard it, they all agree. Yeah. What, bitch? Yeah, you heard it. Now you know. Now you fucking know. You heard it. What you gonna say now? Over-exaggerated? Nah, fuck you. Accurate, more like it. Yeah, that's right. Holy shit. Come on, how much fun is that? That's fun, okay? Okay, yeah, okay. So that's what these are like. They're just trying to get you so fucking amped up about the shit that they're doing, okay? It's such a trip. Okay, so that's this one, okay? The stereo 35mm film tape shit, okay? All right. Let me put that away. I'll put that away up here, back where I found it, okay? All right, next one. A similar thing, same thing, okay? A demonstration record of a new kind of recording technology, something cool. Now, what is this one? Here's what it looks like. Dimension 3, which this one's weird, okay? This came out in 1964, okay? Now, I'll give you a little background on this. So here's what I think is going on here, right? So, people started doing stereo recording in the 60s, okay? Where, like, you know, they had the ability to, like, put some of the sounds on the left, right? On the left speaker, and some of the sounds over on the right speaker, right? And, you know, you hear this on, they didn't know, they didn't know how to best use it yet, you know? It was really new, and so they were trying shit. And so you can hear this on early Beatles recordings. I think like Taxman is a great example, okay? This has later been referred to as stupid stereo. And you know what? It's not stupid. It's fine. Those songs are great. They sound great. You know, it doesn't matter. But that's what people call it, right? And that's where they put all the music, the drums, the guitar, whatever, all the instruments on one speaker, and then all the voices, all the vocals on the other, right? Just hard pan, just all the instruments over here, all the voices over here, right? And that's just how they thought that would be good. You know, obviously we've evolved past that. You know, we don't do that anymore. But at the time, that's what they thought. Okay, that's what they thought they should do with stereo recording. But so I think with this Dimension 3, right? They were like, we're gonna also this is crazy now. We're going to also put something in the middle, right? And so when you're listening to speakers, right, and, you know, something sounds like it's from the left and something sounds like it's from the right, but then something sounds like it's coming right from the middle, right? Right in the middle of those speakers. And that's just, it's an illusion, right? All that's just the result of when a sound is coming out of each of the speakers equally. Okay? Then it sounds like it's in the middle. Okay? But yeah, at the time, I guess, you know, that was wild. That like, whoa, there's something on the left and the right, and this weird like ghost in the middle. What the fuck, bro? This is tight. You know, this is crazy, man. It's like 3D. And so that's dimension. That's the three. That's the third dimension. Is we're putting shit in the middle now, bro. Get ready. Get ready to have your shit kicked in. There's shit in the middle now. Yeah, everywhere, man. Right? And we're just used to that now. But maybe that's where this came from. You know, is people, you know, figuring that out. Right? So again, way too much shit in here. Way too much shit. Why do we need just so much information about every track, you know? Not going to do that. Again, let's get to the fucking back, okay? Let's see what's back here, okay? Right at the top here, big letters. An astonishing new achievement in stereo recording. The incredible miracle of 3-speaker presence, right? See? 3 speakers, right? Left and right. But then this phantom middle. What's happening? My mind can't handle it. Okay. Without making a single change in your stereo equipment, this fantastic record enables you to hear 3 distinct, separate channels of sound so clearly defined that music is reproduced with greater depth than ever seemed possible, with more magnificent grandeur, and with a texture that is rich beyond belief. Just that language, man, beyond belief. Okay? They're just trying to hype you up so much. Okay. You use your 2 regular stereo speakers, but you actually hear Enoch Light and the Light Brigade, which I assume is the band that's playing on the record, playing on 3 speakers. What? On your left speaker, on your right speaker, and on a middle ghost speaker that you never had until you played this remarkable record. See what I'm talking about? See? Ghost. What's happening in the middle? What sorcery? Okay. When stereophonic sound was first introduced, it made possible a scope and magnitude in recording that had never been possible. Now, Dimension 3 has increased the potential of every aspect of stereophonic recording by an incredible 50%. I love that so much. I love that so much that they like are quantifying like the improvement here. Like what it it's so weird. Like I don't even know what they're quantifying. Okay, let's just stop and analyze this real quick. So okay, has increased the potential of every aspect of stereophonic recording by an incredible 50%. So what they are increasing by 50% is the potential of every aspect of stereophonic recording. Okay? You got it? You get it? Just all the aspects. Now they're 50% increased. What does that mean? I don't know, and I love it. I don't know what they mean. That is pulled out of their ass. Okay. I love it so much. Okay. It was Command Records that first revealed the exciting possibilities of stereo with its famous persuasive percussion recording. It was Command Records that gave new meaning to the full-bodied, translucent purity of sound when it removed all vestiges of mechanical distortion by developing 35mm magnetic film recording. And now, Once again, it is Command Records that has created a sensational new approach to stereo recording. The most important advance in recording techniques since the perfection of two-channel recording. Unbelievable. Incredible. Dimension 3. Coming soon to theaters near you. Yeah. Ain't that something? Ain't that something to take a gander at? God damn, son. Yeah, so that's why I love these. And honestly, they're fun listens. They're cool little pieces of history. You know, they're cool little moments. They're neat pieces of ephemera. I like them. You know, the music that's on them, it's not exactly my cup of tea, but it's not bad. It's fun. You know, they have good orchestration. It's fun, you know? And yeah, just, what's on the back here just captures my imagination. I love it so much. Okay, so those are those. I have a few more of those in the collection, but I'm not bringing them all. It's okay. We got some other shit to get through that I think is fun. All right, but I just want to give you a little taste of that. So that's these. If you ever see them in the thrift store, I'm not saying buy them, you know, but take a look at them. They're weird. They're fun, okay? Let's see what we got next here. Okay. These aren't in order in anything. I just threw them on here. We're just going to go one by one, okay? All right. I think I found this at a Goodwill. I tell you what. It's not in great condition. All right. It's been played to shit. All right. But you don't know till you get home, you know? I put it through my goddamn ultrasonic record cleaning machine 3 times. It's just beat up. All right. It's just beat up. All right. If I can replace it at some point, I will, because it's a good record. And we're looking at the Guess Who Wheatfield Soul. Okay? All right? I don't know if you know the album, but you might know some songs from this motherfucker, okay? Side 1, track 1, These Eyes. These eyes cry every night for you. Okay. All right, come on. These eyes. All right, there's some good shit on here. It's the Guess Who, man. They're great. So good. All right. All right. So we got some I picked this out because it's got some fun stuff on the back, okay? All right, here's what we got. First, we have here's what the back looks like. Okay. It's got like a fucking colored by numbers thing. That relates to this. I don't know what's up with that, okay? I don't, okay? You figure it out. You solve the goddamn mystery, all right? So this section here talks a little bit about the album. And this section here talks a little bit about the band, all right? So let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Wheatfield Soul. A group works together. For years, maybe they work together. And suddenly, they are ready. They have the material, the sound, the style. They have matured. Most groups never make it to this point, but when they do, watch out. That's where it begins to happen. And that is what this album is all about. The Guess Who are the sum and product of the Canadian West, that flat, beautiful country where miles and acres stretch out to the horizon, and the wheat grows everywhere. A laughing face once mockingly referred to the Guess Who's music as Wheatfield Soul. The harvest is ready. Mm-hmm. Num, 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 num. Isn't that's tasty? Good. Isn't that fun? Okay. So, the Guess Who? Who are these guys that make this Wheatfield Soul sound? Who are these guys? Let's meet them. All right, Randy Bachman, Burton Cummings, Jim Cale, Gary Peterson. Had been together as a group for 3 years when they cut this album in late 1968. Twice they won the RPM poll as top vocal/instrumental group. Already they knew Already they knew the success that comes from selling 500,000 copies of a record. In the past year, they placed 3 records in the top 15 singles. In short, Wheatfield Soul is ripening, and the harvest looks good. So meet the group. 1, Randy Bachman. Oh, mystery fucking solved. Okay? I guess some of these faceless, weird, amorphous creatures are them. And then on the back, they have a faceless copy of that. And little numbers in there. Can you see little numbers? Can you see them? Okay. Yeah. They are associated with the band members. Okay. All right. Mystery fucking solved. All right. Shows you how closely I looked at this before I picked it up and I'm showing it to you, right? I just saw some words on the back. I skimmed it for a second. I thought, that looks interesting. Let's go. So let's fucking go, okay? 1, Randy Bachman, lead guitar, sitar, leader of the group, quiet, writer of 50% of the group's material. 2, Burton Cummings, piano, organ, rhythm guitar, flute, lead singer, not quiet. He is not quiet, all right? Writer of the other 50% of the group's material. 3, Jim Cale, bass guitar, second singer, outspoken, lover of the flat Canadian West Country. 4, Gary Peterson, drums and other percussion, tablas, boy wonder, elegant dresser. Yeah, that's right, come on. Snazzy dresser. Oh, I am boy wonder. Yeah, that's why they call me. I don't know why they call him that. But isn't that fun? Isn't that nice? Couldn't you picture just putting this on and listening to these eyes and just reading along and being like, this is nice. That flat, beautiful country where miles and acres stretch out to the horizon. Just give your imagination. A little fuel for the imagination. I think it's fun. If you haven't listened to the Guess Who, fucking listen to him. Holy shit. What a goddamn voice. Okay. All right. This record. Okay. All right. Fucking Elton John. Captain Fantastic. All right. This one came from my mama. Right? My grandmother held on to a lot of her records for a long time. And when I was starting to get into vinyl, we pulled all those out. And they're still all in my collection, and this was one of them. This was a fun one. All right. So there's not much written on the back. Just album art. Let's just take a minute to appreciate that. It's fucking glorious. There you go. The back, even cooler in my opinion. So much fucking fun. Okay. Such just an aesthetically pleasing, beautiful record. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. I got to do this properly. It's one of those things. It's full on, bro. It is full on. There you go. That's it. Captain motherfucking Fantastic all day. All right. Taking up the whole frame. Okay. But I picked this one out because it's got some cool extra shit in it. Okay. All right. So let's see what's in here. What? What the fuck? What the fuck, yo? Little books. 2 little books. Okay. How fucking rad. How fucking rad is that? 2 little books. Okay. This one's the lyrics, right? Which commonly, somewhere on records, it's very common to see all the lyrics written out. Same for like the booklets and compact discs as well, right? But how cool. Its own little book. Its own little a book of lyrics that you can sit. And it's got pictures. It's got different pictures and like old shit, just stuff that's been cataloged, stuff from his life, like weird art, it's just fun. And all the lyrics are like they're stylized. All the lyrics are in cursive, it's so much fun. So you could sit there, listen to the album, read along with the lyrics, see the pictures that kind of like go along with the songs, little pieces of ephemera, little souvenirs. How fucking cool is that? How fucking cool is that? I didn't even know this was in here until yesterday when I was looking through my record collection for cool stuff to show you. I didn't even know this was in here because I don't play this record that often. I just don't. There's other stuff I like to listen to. I love having it. It's a cool record. Elton John's the fucking man. But I didn't even know this was in here. How fucking cool is this? sit back, listen to the album, look at the lyrics, look at the pictures. Come on. All in. All fucking in. Okay? And then we have this. What the fuck is this? Total other book. Okay? Now this is interesting. Okay? Just more pictures. Okay? More pictures, more fun shit to look at. Right? News articles. Elton John news articles. Right? That you can just more little pieces of stuff. Just bonus material. You know? Just interesting. You know? Just stuff to just immerse you more. Right? Provide a little context, a little background, you know? Excuse me. So much fun. Just pictures, news articles, stuff to read. Okay? Little fun collage right in the middle. You know? Little artistry too. You know? Creativity. All right? Just fucking fun. I just wanted to share this with you. There's even a comic at the end. There's even a damn comic. I'm not going to go into that, but look, there's a damn comic. Look at that. How fucking rad. How fucking rad. Okay, there is one thing in here that I like to read. It was a little funny. Okay. This is looks to be like a review. I think it's yeah, it's a review from some publication. Maybe, oh God, I don't know. Oh wait, let me see here. The Evening Standard. It was an album review of Captain Fantastic in the Evening Standard in 1969, okay? I have, all right, all caps on have for some reason, I have always held that the best of pop music is closely related to the culture and tempo of the moment. Pop is, I believe, only a poetic and musical illustration of the times. And it's for this reason that the blues have always held such enormous potency, and why the Beatles, with their songs about meter maids, old age, and spinsters, etc., have found such a huge appreciation. This record by Elton John, nicely recorded though it may be, what's he gonna say? He's like, it sounds nice, but, okay. Nicely recorded though it may be, is, to my mind, practically unrelated to anything I experience. While the melodies are sweet, it is unadventurous. The lyrics seem to be a bit self-consciously cultured and poetic in a highly fanciful style. The last track is the best one, called Gulliver. It is about the death of a dog, but is eventually spoiled by a musical montage of no great significance. To be fair though, I think we do well to watch out for Elton John. He has a talent. When he gets less fanciful and less pretentious, he will, I'm sure, have a more worthwhile contribution to make. Ooh. Oh. What the fuck, bro? What a dick, huh? A few things about this. One, I love that this is in here. That's what you do. When somebody does something that hurts your feelings, or you get a bad review, or nowadays a bad comment or something, you embrace it, right? Embrace it. You see how neat it is, right? You get a bad album review like that, right? Well, it's not necessarily bad, but it's not great, right? If you get an album review like that, you go like, well, that means my album's out there. So people are listening to it. And that's fucking cool. And I love that this is in here. It just shows you, that they had good attitude. That they saw this and you're like, okay, buddy. And they had fun. They didn't let it get him down. It's so easy to do. So that's nice, And two, come on. Jesus Christ. When he gets less fanciful and less pretentious, he will, I'm sure, have a more worthwhile contribution to make. Yo. I think he did just fine. I think his fancifulness served him just fine. Okay? So fucking funny. So fun. So I just want to share that with you. I thought that was real good. Thought that was a good one. Okay. Moving on. What is next? Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Ooh, Electric Light Orchestra. Out of the blue. Ooh. Oh, what does this have on it? Mr. Blue Sky, motherfucker. Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky. Clink, 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 clink. Come on. Maybe one of the happiest songs ever. Okay? Electric Goddamn Light Orchestra. So much fun, dude. So much fun. Just a beautiful album. Oh, anyway. Why did I pick this up today? What do we have in here? Why did I bring this upstairs? Oh, okay. Okay, these are the lyrics. We got all the lyrics on here, on the record jacket. Okay, that's nice. What else is in here? Why did I bring this up? I brought it up for some reason. There we go. There it is. That's what I want. Okay. So this is a double LP, bro. They went hard and long with this one, my friend. This is a double LP. All right. So, in order to get all the lyrics, this is the second record jacket here. But at the end here, they have some stuff. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is this what I wanted? God damn it. Is this what I wanted? Is there anything else in here? I swear I saw something that was worth it. Oh, I know. Okay. Never mind. I got you. There's more, motherfucker. I got you. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, so this was a lot of fun. This might have been one of my mom's too. I don't remember. If I saw this somewhere, I certainly would have picked it up, but this might have been one of my mom's as well. But guess what's in here? An original mail-in, like, ordering slip to get one of 4 different styles of your Electric Light Orchestra t-shirt, right? Or your Electric Light Orchestra poster, right? Classic fucking mail-in shit, right? Still here, never used, barely touched, honestly. Just how much fun is that, you know? Look at that 70s mama. With her ELO t-shirt. Come on, how cool is this? It's so much fun. You know, you select what you want, you put your name and address and your zip code. You put if you're a man or a woman for some reason. I don't know why that's important. Oh, maybe it's for the t-shirt style. Maybe that's it. But yeah, come on. How cool is that? Original, in the box, mail order slip. How fucking fun. That's just fun. I love it, you know? So yeah, if you're listening to your record and you're like, God damn it. Oh, I just need to give them more money. It's so good. I need to give them more money. Take my fucking money, right? They got you right here. You don't have to wait to the show to get a t-shirt. You don't have to go down to your local store. Give us your info. We'll hook you up. It'll come in your goddamn mailbox, right? We got one more thing in here. A little bonus material. We got a little poster. It came with a little poster. Look at that, baby. It doesn't even fit in the frame. Nice long one. Nice out of the blue. All the band members being rad. Look at, you see that mustache? You see that fucking mustache? That mustache will fucking sucker punch you, okay? You won't even see it coming. He'll be looking one way, his mustache looks the other way. God damn, son. All right? It's just fun. All right? All this little extra stuff, all the extra words and The lyrics, it's fun. It's fun. It just brings you in more, you know? It's more opportunities to be creative with how you're sharing your music with people, you know? And so this is a fun example of like some cool extra shit, all right? This is too much shit to put back. This is on the floor now. That's a floor record now. Okay, I picked this out because it has some fun stuff on the back as well. Just interesting. We got the greatest hits of the Byrds, okay? Byrds' greatest hits, all right? Okay. Now, I'm not a big fan of greatest hits records, okay? Because when they make a greatest hits record, they have to remaster everything, so the quality isn't often as good. And I have a few greatest hits records, you know, it's fine, you know, but like, I don't know, I just like the album experience, you know? I just like the original album experience, the way it was meant to be, the way it was intended to be listened to. I like that, so I don't seek out greatest hits records. I got this a long time ago, probably from a thrift store, probably just because, you know, at the time I was really into 60s shit. And so I saw the Byrds and I'm like, fuck yeah, hook it up. But it has some fun stuff on the back. Let's read through. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Things are happening so incredibly... Okay. Reset. Enough burping. Things are happening so incredibly fast. Was it really 3 or 4 generations ago that the Byrds came along and helped turn the whole pop music scene around? Were they conservative then? Or now? Whatever. Their thing was beautiful and heavy and will be as it is. Lasting. There will be this big nostalgia binge. And because so many people were part of what happened, and because they were an overwhelming part of a larger renaissance, the Byrds will be revered. It is too early for that now because the Byrds are still happening and very, very valuable. But is it good to be nostalgic? Don't ask that question. That's all I do. Don't fuck with my shit. Yeah, being nostalgic is great. Don't question it for a goddamn fucking second, okay? But is it good to be nostalgic and necessary to find one's rung? And so much good was the start of so many better things happening and about to happen. So why not? They were 5 where they were 5 where they are now 4. And all of West Coast hippiedom, which is to say Los Angeles, because San Francisco is yet to become as it is, was catalyzed by their sound. The Byrds brought them down from their canyon hideouts, in from their beach shelters, from Big Sur camps and Mexican communes, down from Sierra and Mojave anonymities, to dance and be together and realize how strong their numbers were. They came in rags and velvet, leather and denim, on foot and motorcycle, and in rolls, boots and chains and moccasins, and the LA press was exasperated and delighted. The Byrds played loud, but with beauty and transcendent smoothness. The dance floor at Ciro's was jammed. Jammed is in italics. Yeah, fucking jammed. Thousands showed up at the Palladium, where an enormous caricature of Lawrence Welk slowly waving a giant baton greeted everyone, and the rent-a-cops wondered how everyone could be so happy and have such fun on Coca-Cola and lemonade. Yeah, Wilson there, baby. What do you got in that Coca-Cola? And I know that ain't straight syrup. Oh, shit, son. Oh, shit. All right. McGuinn made... I don't know how to say this. McEwen, please forgive me. I don't know everything. McEwen made someone a lot of money by wearing those funny-looking Ben Franklin glasses. Oh, he's probably a member of the band. Oh, God, I'm so stupid. So goddamn stupid. I don't know everybody's name. All right? Just bear with me here. Made someone a lot of money by wearing those funny-looking Ben Franklin glasses. A wonderfully gentle, thoroughly human man named Derek Taylor began to gather a new circle of friends and admirers with his logical perspective on the nonsense swirling around them. And the Beatles were quoted by saying their favorite American group was the Byrds. Dylan got on stage with them at Ciro's to blow his harp, at Ciro's to blow his harp straight into the dancing melee below as David Crosby smiled benignly at the whole scene. Son of a bitch. Ain't that something? Mr. Tambourine Man, for those who laughed up their sleeves and for those who dug it straight and would never be persuaded that anyone could get away with that, made number one. People thought he couldn't get away with Mr. Tambourine Man. You're like, oh, he's not getting away with that. No way, dude. No. Can't now. Absolutely. Mr. Tambourine, were you crazy? Are you out of your fucking mind? But it made number one. So fuck you. Then there was the first album and a not so successful trip to England. The Byrds were there. Someone in the label department at Billboard worked overtime to come up with the term folk rock. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, somebody just burning the midnight. And you know what? I believe it. You know, it's hard to come up with that shit. It's hard to come up with a name for your album or a name for your band or a name for the genre. It's fucking hard. You know, sometimes it's really fucking hard. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes something just comes to you. But if you want to do it right, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it takes a long time, you know? But that's just funny. Somebody burning the midnight oil to just be like, God, they're kind of like folk, but they're also kind of like rock. Whoa, fuck. Oh, God, they're indefinable. They have qualities of folk, but qualities of rock. God damn it, they don't fit into a box. Shit. Wait a minute. Oh. Hold on. Has the universe graced me with the answer to this puzzle after so many sleepless nights in the Billboard offices? I know what they are. God damn it. It's right under my nose the whole time. It's folk rock. Nailed it. Folk rock. All right, time to go home. Pour the whiskey. We did it, boys. Teams cheering. People are flipping chairs, popping champagne. I love it. Someone in the label department at Billboard worked overtime to come up with the term folk rock so that everyone would know what was going down in case they didn't want to think about it too much. Ooh, condescending, like, listen, we'll tell you what it is, all right? You fucking idiots out there. All right, I know you don't want to fucking think about what you're listening to. I'll tell you. I'll give you a hand. All right, it's folk rock. All right, you fucking dumbasses. It's folk rock. All right. Now you know. This is crazy. And it stuck because no one had ever had the time to try to change the words or pose an organized why. There was just too much else important happening. Off the hot streets of Los Angeles, even as other revolutions were finally gaining notice a few miles south in Watts, they would scatter themselves in a darkened studio and bend to the task of reaching into millions of homes, cars, dormitories, coffee shops, bars, bordellos. Oh, got the Byrds and the bordellos, huh? I guess that was a market. You know, gotta have something to play while you're getting fucked, I guess. All right. Prisons too. Don't forget about the prison market. Don't forget about your friends in jail. They need music too, okay? Camps, insane asylums, and mines. They're not just in your home. They're in your mind too. They're in your mind. I'm not going to gloss over. Insane asylums. I was kind of on board with bordellos and prisons. But insane asylums, I guess I'm on board with that too. They need music too. Yeah, come on. They need music too. They need help, buddy. Right? And the Byrds are there for him. With the little Mr. Tambourine Man, all right? Whatever that shit is. Whatever that crazy, nobody's going to get that. All right? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Lots, some because of folks like the Byrds, has gone down since. That's a weird sentence. Lots has gone down since. Okay, no, we got it. Lots, some because of folks like the Byrds, has gone down since. Okay. With them and with us. The record herein, if you let it, will tell you a great deal about the Byrds, about changes, about yourself. Okay? But it's really only a sampler, and the title is only to grab your eye in a busy world. All right, yeah, had attention problems back then. All right, when did this shit come out? I don't know. Okay, I don't know when it came out. Leave me alone. So buy the other 4 LPs, Mr. Tambourine Man, Turn, 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 Fifth Dimension, and Younger Than Yesterday, if you haven't already. Because you ought to realize that the Byrds and what they have to say mean a great deal to you. Excuse me. Sometimes things happen so fast that we lose track of what is really the most valuable. Good ending. What a ride that was. What a goddamn ride that was. What fun. And that was from Dave Swanee. Dave Swanee. Thank you, Dave. That was fun. Goddamn, son. What an adventure. What an adventure. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on here. This one I don't have anything to read. Okay, we got Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles, all right? This is the only Beatles record I have. As much as I love the Beatles, this is all I got. And you know what? Like almost every Beatles record you come across from back in the day, it has been played to shit. There is no saving this, just like the Wheatfield Soul. I have a few records like this that I just have them to have. I'd love to replace them, but it is beat to shit, played to hell and back. You know, I mean, it works. It don't sound good no more, okay? All right. But the reason I got this out today is because, this album was based off a little movie they did. This is essentially like the soundtrack to their movie, The Magical Mystery Tour. You know what? In it, oh my God, does it have some fucking amazing songs on it. Are you kidding me? Fool on the Hill. All right? I am the motherfucking walrus. Strawberry Fields Forever. Hello, goodbye. Penny Lane. Penny Lane. Maybe my favorite goddamn Beatles song. So fucking delightful. Are you kidding me? Baby, You're a Rich Man. All You Need Is Love. Every one of these motherfucking songs. Absolutely killer. The Magical Mystery Tour, man. Come on. But the reason I brought this upstairs today, okay, is because on the inside, we got another fucking book, okay? We got a fucking book that you can sit down, listen to this fucking adventure of a record, okay? And look through pictures from the film, stills from the movie, okay? It's fucking fun. Look at this, come on. You sit down and you take it all in, okay? You sit down and you take it all in. And you get lost. That's what the vinyl experience, that's what music is all about. You son of a bitch. All right? And it has, I don't even know what this is, you know? It has stuff. It has a whole story in it. With illustrations, stylized illustrations. It has a whole story. Let me find out where the first page of this is. And we'll read just a little bit of it, okay? Okay. Go back to the beginning. All right. All right. The story, it's the story of the Magical Mystery Tour, right? With these fun stylized illustrations. You got a whole little story that you can sit down, you can listen, you can look, you can read, everything. It's engaging. Okay, 1. Ringo and Auntie Jessie are always quarreling about one thing or another, but they both agree it would be exciting to go on a mystery tour. Your Uncle Jack always liked a charabanc trip, says Auntie Jessie, and this is a magic trip, adds Ringo. Oh, it's Ringo. And this is a magic trip. All right. I know it's over-exaggerated. I'm trying to have fun, okay? Don't fuck with me, all right? I'm having a good time. Over-exaggerating. A few days later, very early in the morning, they set off to start the tour. Auntie Jessie looks at the B.I.G. bus and smiles. It's all yellow and blue. My favorite colors. When everyone is ready, Jolly Jimmy Johnson, the courier, climbs aboard. Fucking Jolly Jimmy Johnson. J. James Jonah Jameson, motherfucker. The original JJJ. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Magical Mystery Tour. I am your courier. All my friends call me Jolly Jimmy, and you are all my friends. Everyone comfy? Splendid. Then Jolly Jimmy introduces the tour hostess, the delightful Wendy Winters. Ooh, fucking Alliteration City. That's where I want to live, in Alliteration City. Okay, yes, I like it. Good. And over here, I'm sorry, it's still Jolly Jimmy. And over here, he goes on, is our driver for the trip. A wonderful driver, we hope, whose name is Alf. Away, away, away we go. Alf, splendid. Needless to say, Auntie Jessie finds something to argue about. You ain't coming with me anymore, she tells Ringo. Who bought the tickets? I did, didn't I? Replies Ringo. Yes, you bought the tickets, agrees Auntie Jessie, but I gave you the money. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'll stop there. Okay, we don't need to read the whole thing. That's just fun. You know, look at this. Is that some bonus material, or is that some goddamn bonus material? How fucking fun is that? I love it. You get a whole fucking comic, essentially. It's great. Whole story, illustrations, everything. So much fun. Okay? It's all in your house. Oh, love it, love it. What is next? What do we got? Oh, holy shit, bro. You ready? Are you ready to fucking lose your goddamn mind? Are you ready to travel? Are you ready to travel inside yourself? Are you ready to spelunk the caverns of your goddamn psyche? Learn the true nature of your fucking identity? Everything stays the same, but nothing changes. Okay? And when you don't find it, that's when you found it. Fucking Iron Butterfly. Indagaddadavida. Yeah. Uh-huh. This is from a time. I don't know if you know about this, okay? I'm sure you've heard it, all right? But Indagaddadavida takes up the whole side of the record. Takes up a whole side, okay? Has a drum solo that goes on for fucking ages, right? I miss this, okay? I miss these times where you could do that. And people liked it. People were down. They were sitting at home just going like, whoa, drum solo's still going. And they're like, fuck, yeah, they were feeling it. I miss it. Everybody's watching goddamn shorts. This is an entire fucking side of a record. One song, okay? Get with it. Slow down. Feel the shit, okay? Okay. What do we got on the back here? Okay. Oh my God. Oh dear. All right. Indagaddadavida. Iron Butterfly. Iron. Symbolic of something heavy. As in sound. Butterfly. Light. Appealing and versatile. An object that can be used freely in the imagination. The group was new. The music different. At first, their following was limited to the L.A. underground. Oh, very cool, bro. Very fucking cool. The hip, young local fans who listen and keep up on the new sounds and trends. Yeah, this This is for cool people. Okay? All right, this is for fucking rad dudes and gals. All right? Cool motherfucking cats. This is what they're on. Get on their level, bro. All right. That was 1967, and the beginning for the Iron Butterfly. Heavy became their first album and first bestseller. It was also the introduction of a new sound created by 4 young men from 4 different parts of the country who combined their unique musical talents to form what was soon to become known as the Iron Butterfly Sound. Yeah, that's right. They're not just a band, okay? They're a sound. You understand? This is the sound. They're not just a band. Okay? Get with it. God damn it. No one member is responsible for the Iron Butterfly Sound. All 4 contribute ideas to each song that is recorded, and those ideas are often as different as the 4 young men themselves. The sound, which was introduced on Heavy, becomes even more prominent in this, their second LP, Indagaddadavida. And the musical genius of Doug Ingle, Ron Bushy, Lee Dorman, and Eric Bran, I don't know, becomes even more obvious than before. Oh, okay. See, it's fun. It's fun. It's dramatic. You know, it brings you in. I like it. Okay. We have a little info on each of the band members here. 17-year-old Eric Bran is the youngest and another nomad in the group, one of the most talented young lead guitarists in the country. His musical training began before school, and by the time he was 7 years of age, he was a concert violinist. Yeah, that's right, badass. Although music has always been his one great love, Eric studied drama. And before joining the Butterfly, I love that they say that, the Butterfly. Before joining the fucking Butterfly, okay? His acting ability had landed him the lead role in a local play. A native of Boston, Massachusetts, Eric hopes to one day continue in the acting field. Right now, however, his only concern is the Iron Butterfly, turtleneck sweaters, bananas, and the fair sex. What an interesting... That's interesting, huh? You saw that on a fucking Tinder profile? What are you into? Well, besides music, I love music. Big fan of turtlenecks. I'm a turtleneck guy. You want to get with me, you better get on board with turtlenecks. Okay, turtleneck sweaters. Bananas. Close second. Kind of a toss-up between turtleneck sweaters and bananas. Oh yeah, and fucking chicks. What do you think I'm here? Fucking chicks, bro. All right. Okay. This is fun. Okay. Next one. Okay. Off stage, he is the deepest thinker. But on stage, Lee Dorman becomes the humorist and the wit of the Iron Butterfly. Lee's musical training goes back to his preteen years, and his heavy bass lines are easily recognizable in this and the other Butterfly recordings. His unique arranging ideas have been a valuable contribution at every Butterfly phase. Oh, every phase of the Butterfly. From caterpillar to chrysalis to beautiful butterfly. His musical arranging ideas have been a valuable contribution. A native of St. Louis, Missouri, Lee is another member who spent a great deal of time traveling before settling down in San Diego 2 years ago. All right. Very, very good. Bass player covered. Next. Ron Bushy is one of the Butterfly nomads. His father, a career man in the military, was always on the go, and consequently Ron was able to call about 34 different states home. Aside from promoting his musical genius, travel also made Ron one of the most outgoing of the 4 members. Ron is also an outdoorsman who digs fishing, hunting, and skin diving. Ooh, tell you what. His drum training, they put it in fucking quotes, training. I assume he's self-taught, okay? They don't need to... He trained. It's training. He trained. He did it. Fuck you. Goes back to the 6th grade when he fashioned his first drum by building a practice pad and cutting out and varnishing his own drumsticks from wood. Yeah, they put fucking training in quotes, and he's building his own drum set. Yeah, why don't you take the quotes off of training? He trained. He cared. Okay? It's legit. It's legit. Okay? Doug Ingle is the Butterflies' leader and spokesman. His ideas about music are as unique as the group itself, and he is constantly thinking of new ways for expression through sound. Doug's father was a church organist, and much of the classical influence of the church is evident in his writing. He wrote Unconscious Power, Possession, the group's first single, and Playing. He migrated to the West Coast at an early age and is often the most serious member of the group. He's often the most serious member. Not all the time. Sometimes somebody else is more serious than him, but more often than not, he's the most serious one, okay? If you had to bet on who is serious at the moment, it's probably Doug Ingle. It was Doug who first founded the Iron Butterfly and originated the name. That's right. Mr. Ingle, the butterfly was his. Yes. Okay. Enough of that. Very fun. Very fun. What is next? We have several to go through. Okay. Another classic for you. Simon and motherfucking Garfunkel. Okay? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Beautiful. Harmonies. Acoustic guitar. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, hot thyme. So fucking good. Cloudy, man. Cloudy. Sky is gray and white and cloudy. It's raining down on me. Hitchhike 100 miles. I'm a ragamuffin child. Come on. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. That is what I would say. Delightful. Okay. Let's read what's on the back here. Okay? Notes by Ralph J. Gleason. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you for giving me something lovely to read today. I gotta take it out. I gotta take it out of its protective layer. Okay. The new youth of the rock generation has done something in American popular song that has begged to be done for generations. It's begging for it. It has taken the creation of the lyrics and the music out of the hands of the hacks and giving it over to the poets. That's right. Fucking hacks. Goddamn hacks were writing songs before this. Give it to the poets. Give it to the poets where it belongs, goddammit. Fuck. This seems to me to be the true meaning of the remarkable achievement of Simon and Garfunkel. They have clearly demonstrated by the ultimate logic of this materialistic society, sales, dollar value, that there is not only a market for there's not only a market for intellectuality, where you don't see that often, but that America's new youth, the rock generation, bred on rock and roll, probably also to rock and roll, rhythm and blues, folk rock. Oh yeah, folk rock. Yeah, that's right. Hard to come up with that shit. And television shows wants its music to deal with the meaning of life itself and not just be a mumbling collection of dream world images, half motion picture and half slick magazine fiction. Slick magazine fiction. Ooh, rolls off the tongue nice. Hung up on romance as opposed to love. Speaking in a bijou theater vernacular no one ever used in real life, and dealing not with truth or beauty, but with least common denominator juvenile trivia. Just slamming everything that was out at the time. Fucking hack songwriting music, fucking bullshit, no value movies, just unrelatable, not realistic, removed from society bullshit. Simon and Garfunkel are here to deliver the antidote, okay? Okay. This generation is producing poets who write songs, and never before in the 60-year history of American popular music has this been true. And that is true. That was a big deal. That was a big thing that the Beatles did. When they came, the Beatles wrote their own fucking music. Okay? And before that, I'm going to keep flapping this at you. And before that, most music was written by songwriters. And then those songs that, they weren't in bands, they were songwriters. And they would determine what artists would best represent, that song. And they would feed musicians and bands songs to play. But then the Beatles came around and other bands liked them and they wrote their own material, and that was a big deal. That was inspirational, right? And it's always been there. There's this whole time. There have been professional songwriters who are feeding songs to popular artists and just in a calculated fashion and just making hit after hit after hit. But this was true. Back in the day, that was a big deal. Bands writing their own music, fucking cool, man. Fucking really cool, Okay. The music of Simon and Garfunkel shows evidence of other virtues, too, besides the poetry of the lyrics. There's a delicate musical design of almost, I don't know this word, of almost lapidarian detail? Lapidarian, Lapidarian. Okay? Please look that up for me. Have fun. Get into it. You're on this journey with me, okay? We're doing this together. I don't know what I can infer that it means. Probably a delicate musical design of almost a lot of detail. I don't know. It has vitality, but it is controlled. The sounds being made deliberately for the artist's conscious purpose. Take the second line in Scarborough Fair, a delicate interweaving of two songs. The anti-war message that is implied in the sometimes and sometimes explicit in this is always signaled by the electric bass. Take the glorious kaleidoscope of rushing feelings, blowing winds, shifting colors, bursting moods of joy and exultation in cloudy. Ooh, the glorious kaleidoscope of rushing feelings, blowing winds, shifting colors, bursting moods of joy and exultation. Come on. Didn't you feel something? Do you feel something yet? Do you feel it? Okay. The song is effervescent. One is refreshed hearing it. The references to Tolstoy and to the Tinker Bell and the great line, "Why don't you show your face and bend my will?" all assume a common experience and a common language, the international language of youth. Take the way Art Garfunkel has arranged the voices not only on Cloudy with its background, but also on Scarborough Fair, in his own featured number for Emily, whenever I may find her. The voices blend, separate, interweave, and sing counter to one another with the delicacy of a clear glass etching. Fuck yeah. Okay. The range of expression of Simon's lyrics and melodies is impressive. In this album, there is the probing, almost enigmatic, a poem of the underground wall, which has deep psychological implications, grave, murky images, and mysterious, furtive figures. Yet it is clearly seen episode with suggestions of religious, almost prayerful links to the subconscious. God, delicious. Isn't that delicious? It's, okay. Then there is the straight-ahead satire of the dangling conversation and the big, bright green pleasure machine. Again, the rhetoric of youth. Did the figures of authority just shout you down? With their open shafting of the cocktail hour conversation in the mad, mad, mad world of television and radio commercials. It'll rot your brain, son. A simple, desultory, philippic, sorry. Is that what? My brain hurts. Okay. Carries this still further, snipping away at certain figures on the contemporary youth scene. But even when the thrust is toward the new generation, the moral, the implication in the message, these are not message songs in any heavy sense, each of them being so beautifully lyric and melodic, reach beyond the whole world, which may be why they are so effective. Only in Artie Shaw's fascinating autobiography, The Trouble with Cinderella, Has the very special loneliness of the performing artist in our society been so well expressed as it is in Paul Simon's Homeward Bound? Each town seems the same to me, the movies and the factory. Delicious. And then there is 7 o'clock news / Silent Night. I will not tell you in advance what goes on here. Don't want to spoil that shit. Just get in there, buddy. Listen, experience that shit. I ain't gonna ruin it for you. It's good, I tell you. My first hearing of it brought chills to my spine, which is called frisson, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. That feeling, that goosebumps, that feeling, that feels good, the fucking pleasure. Frisson. Go get you some frisson, buddy. That's what we're in here. That's what we're doing here. We're in the frisson business. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. It is one of the most effective statements about the world today that I have heard. Ooh, good. The pristine beauty of the voices, the delicate inevitability of the structure of the songs, both the lyrics and the music, the range from deepening seriousness to joyous exuberance. The 59th Street Bridge song is such a happy song, is overwhelmingly impressive. There are songs of alienation, but there are songs of love too, and they touch closely the prevailing philosophical current of the new youth, which is that of creativity against the machine, and thus for humanity. Against the machine! Fuck the machine! All right. It is no accident that this album is dedicated to Lenny Bruce. As is becoming evident, he was a secular saint. His torture, like that of youth and of the new music at the hands of the establishment, links them together. Today's popular music is in good shape indeed, at least the portion of it represented by this album. It has strength and it has beauty. It has lyricism, meaning, and above all, the quality of broad appeal which still retains form. And its music speaks for more than the moment. The songs in this album are songs for all time. Come on now, I'm getting chills at the end of that. That shit's good. That is good shit. Come on, you're sitting there, you're listening to Scarborough Fair, and you're reading these fucking good-ass words by good old Mr. Gleason. Good old Ralph Gleason. Thanks, Ralph. That was fun. Oh, come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, next we got fucking Crimson and Clover, baby. Sticking in the 60s here. Tommy James and the Shondells. Oh, jung, 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 jung. Soon is on Clover. Jung, 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 jung. God, I forgot all the lyrics. I forgot all the fucking lyrics. Isn't that a son of a bitch? Except Crimson and Clover. I love it though. Over and over. I'm so stupid. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I love it though, man. Great shit. Little short read on the back. Also, fucking great album cover. Come on, fantastic. Please don't judge me for forgetting those very simple lyrics. I'm so sorry. It's so stupid. Little short on the back here. Okay. I thought this was interesting. It's a short letter from, what is it? The 1968 presidential candidate, Hubert Humphrey. Good old Hubie. Okay. Dear Tommy James. I'm sorry. Tommy. Okay. Dear Tommy and the Shondells. What a wonderful team you are, and what great help you gave me. What great help you gave my 1968 presidential campaign. Thanks so very much. You added vitality and pleasure to so many campaign rallies. You made sacrifices in my behalf. You cooperated enthusiastically. You made my cause your own and helped it immeasurably. No one will be happier than I to see your further success. You have what it takes for top stardom: youth, idealism, talent, and zest. I look forward to being with you on future occasions. My deep appreciation and best wishes for the holidays and a new year rich with blessings. We don't say that enough anymore, do we? rich with blessings. My deep appreciation. Best wishes for a new year, rich with blessings. Blessings. Okay. I thought it's neat. On the back, I didn't know this, and I didn't do any further research on it at all. How much do you expect of me? Go fuck yourself. God damn it. How much time do you think I have? God damn. No, sorry. No, I just didn't. But interesting, huh? Little note from presidential candidate. Apparently, good old Tommy James and the Shondells. Maybe they toot around with him a little bit, and maybe they gave him some music to play. Maybe they played live. Look into it. You find out. Solve the mystery yourself. Get in there. But yeah, how fun. How fun. What do we got? Okay. All right. What do we got here? I haven't read this at all. We're going to experience this together, okay? It's a little bit to get through. I'm going to run it. We're going to run it, okay? Switched on Bach. All right. Fascinating little piece of history, okay? This is when synthesizers, this is when shit got serious, okay? This is when shit got serious, all right? The music of Bach, all right, made with an enormous modular synthesizer. You know what? Look into this. I ain't gonna ruin it for you. Look into Switched on Bach. Listen to it. Look up who made it. Look up their story. They wrote some books. Look up the books. They're fucking interesting. Get in there, okay? Just check it out. It's wild. Fascinating. Okay, let's get into this. I might not read all of this. It's quite a lot, and I'm tired, okay? I'm tired and sweaty. I'm tired. All right, let's see what we got here. In 1732, Mozart arranged a number of Bach fugues for string trio. Since then, many great virtuosos and composers have been sufficiently fascinated by Bach to take time out from their main pursuits to transcribe his music. Bach works have thus always exerted a continuous magnetic attraction on musicians, and even today they repeatedly return to the study of his art to learn more about their own art. It is only natural, then, that today's electronic composers have continued this tradition. On the face of it, electronic music has a great deal to offer to Bach. Many Baroque characteristics such as crisp, bright sonorities, terraced dynamics, wow, and high relief of voices. Terraced dynamics. Multi-level, that's cool. I like that. I'm stealing that. Are among the most idiomatic features of electronic music. Indeed, no combination of live instruments could achieve the clarity or of texture of this recording. At last, every note and line can be heard, which was one of our chief purposes when we first began to work on Bach. But of course, there is more to Bach than clarity. 2 years ago, this album could not have been made. With the equipment then available to obtain the qualities that make up a good performance was a thankless, time-consuming, and ultimately futile enterprise. That's right. There was a time electronic music, hard as fuck, involved, expensive. Now it's the cheapest, easiest music you can make. It's right there. No problem at all. No fucking problem at all. Oh. Okay, where are we? Even rudimentary phrasing, articulation, or modulation of timbre could involve many grueling hours for the production of mere seconds of music. Crescendo and I'm sorry, the two most natural vocal or instrumental means of musical expression require the most calculated and laborious manipulation of volume controls and filters. Even programmed or computerized attempts to automate spontaneity were entirely a matter of guesswork, and the musician was unable to hear, much less to modify, a sound as it was being produced. It's hard as fuck. Hard as fuck. Okay. Only the least sophisticated means of expression, i.e. Timbral and dynamic contrast, could be controlled satisfactorily. These and other limitations were evident any time an electronic composition contained a line at all instrumental in nature. Just a huge fucking pain in the ass, okay? Hard. Labor of love. Big time. Labor of love. It was at this impasse that Walter Carlos implored Bob Moog, fucking Moog, the originator of the commercially packaged synthesizer, to work with him in evolving new subsystems with which the production of more sophisticated nuances of expression would be a practical matter. The modified synthesizer resulting from their collaboration was a musical instrument, like any musical instrument. It had extraordinary capabilities and maddening limitations. Playing it beautifully requires as much skill, practice, talent, and taste as playing any instrument beautifully, plus the need of a composer's ear for new and different sounds. Often 2 pairs of hands and several feet are needed to take advantage of all that the Moog synthesizer can do, but the instrument is constantly being improved. Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's what they're talking about, is when the synthesizer became an instrument in its own right. Not just some toy, some electronic doodad, an instrument played by musicians. Okay, flappy. Okay, instrument. How cool. And it was crazy to do. Fascinating stuff. This album, then, is a proving ground for both the synthesizer and for our collaborative musicianship. We have tried to make our performances musically expressive, electronically idiomatic, and spiritually and musicology faithful to Bach, conditions probably not totally reconcilable. Some sounds took hours to perfect, others were built and then regretfully abandoned. Sometimes we had to choose between technique and spirit. Sometimes we had to choose between technique and spirit. Interesting. Sometimes the historically correct ornamentation didn't sound. Many sessions were spent rethinking, retouching, remixing, rejecting, but at last we achieve results that we feel have musical validity. Through all these difficulties, Bach's great works were an ever-renewing inspiration to us, so it is with a sense of deep humility that we present them to you in electronic garb. Fittingly, this record begins with a transcription of a transcription. The Sinfonia from Cantata number 29 is a miraculous elaboration on the Preludium, right? Yeah, first try. It's got to be how you say that. Preludium, Preludium from the E major partita for solo violin. Bach transposed the work down to a tone, transferred it note for note to the organ, and then added 3 trumpets, timpani, strings, and oboes, transferring its mood from light-hearted cheer to triumphant affirmation. The choral prelude, Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring, concludes both halves of Bach's cantata, right? Cantata? It's marked out. It's a little damaged. Number 147 for the Feast of the Visitation. The string figuration, long, flowing, and pleasantly ambiguous in phrase structure, nevertheless adapts itself brilliantly to the regularity of the choral tune. Bach's inventions were intended not only as teaching pieces for the young player, but also as models in composition. Composers of any century might well envy the extraordinary ingenuity of the stretto. In the B-flat invention, included here are the 3 two-part inventions in F major, B-flat major, and D minor. In place of August Wilhelm's once famous solo violin arrangement of the air for strings and continuo from the suite in D major, we offer our study and reed tone, which shows that the lower voices are at least as important as the famous melody. The realization contains the subtlest sounds on the album and is dedicated to the memory of Marcel Tabuteau. Sorry, Marcel. Reading this for the first time. I'm doing my best. For years, the great solo oboist for the Philadelphia Orchestra. All right, I'm gonna cut it off there. I want to leave a little more for you on this one. There is so much to dig into here. This right here, this is just a little. This is the goddamn tip of the iceberg, okay? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Dig in. Listen to it. Read the books. Check them out. Okay? Okay. Just give you a taste of this one. Okay? There's so much more here. It's fascinating. Look into it. Okay. This one will be quick. This is a newer release, okay? A little while ago, a gentleman named Phil Tippett, okay, a long time Hollywood veteran, right, doing stop motion, okay? You might have seen his work. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little Star Wars? See those Tauntauns? Empire Strikes Back? Or maybe the little creatures in the Hollow Chess game? That was Mr. Tippett doing what he does, okay? I love stop motion and claymation so much. Absolutely fucking timeless, in my opinion. Never gets old. Always fun. We'll love it forever, right? Phil Tippett was one of the best. One of the greats. Like many, influenced by King Kong. Never forgot it and pursued a successful career. Almost did stop motion for Jurassic Park, right? Almost did that before they decided to switch to CGI, but he stayed on the Jurassic Park production, right? Because those CGI artists, talented as they were, they didn't have a good sense for creature movement, but Phil Tippett did. So he stayed on as a consultant for the digital artists, right? So Phil Tippett, a couple years ago now, released his passion project, Mad God. And god damn it, it is fucking disgusting. It is gross and wet and lewd, revolting, and I love it. I fucking love it. Go fucking check it out, man. You may not like it. You may not. But god damn it, I loved it so much. And you know why I loved it so much? Because it is a passion project. It's the definition of a passion project. He didn't even plan it that much. He just followed his nose. He was essentially improvising, like, scenes. You know, all in claymation. Beautiful, disgusting, wet puppet claymation. Oh my God. So much wet. So much wet and shit and blood and crime and rust and fuck. I love it. Okay? But it's a passion project, man. He was just improvising these scenes. Just like what would come next. And then he'd do it. And I love that so much. And when I found out, after I watched it, I'm like, God, I need to give them money. I couldn't get the Blu-ray or DVD yet, but I could pre-order the soundtrack on vinyl. And you know what? It's fucking delightful. It is atmospheric. It's not just your standard creepy sounds, you know, ominous tones, okay? It's musical. It has these beautiful instruments, just beautiful acoustic guitars and a thumbtack piano played just right, a little out of tune. It's nice. It does the job. And so this is my little piece here. I just wanted to show you. That's the front. It's glorious. That's the back. Okay. We open it up. We got shit in here. Okay. First of all, we got the beautiful Tower of Babel. Okay. Great shot. Opening shot of the film. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then inside we have a little book. Okay? All right. Creepy shit. So much fucking fun, dude. All right. It has, pictures from the film. We got stills. And we have a whole thing, from the composer. His name's Dan Wool. Okay. Let's read a little of it. All right. All right. First, here, let's just read this. Okay. There's a lot in here. We still have some stuff to get through. I don't want this to be forever. Let's just read this. Just another example of just a record with fun, extra shit that just brings you deeper into the experience of the art. It's good shit. It's what it's about, Okay, so this is from Phil Tippett. Okay. I met composer Dan Wool so long ago it's hard to recall. I'm told around 2009. I first met him and sound designer Richard Beggs through our mutual friend Alex Cox. At the time, I only knew Dan's music from his scores for Alex's movies that my studio, Tippett Studio, helped out on. That music tended to be... oh my God, what is this? Morricane-esque? Morricane-esque. You look that up. You tell me what it is. I ain't doing it now. I had no idea what his range was. I didn't know any other, meaning like, he had no idea all the other kinds of vibes he could do. He was putting him in a box when he shouldn't have. I didn't know any other composers, and I asked Dan to take a look at a short movie I had made that was a collage. The sound and picture were all over the map. Things ripped from CDs and by turning that dial randomly on an old crappy AM radio. That project connected with Dan and ambient music that I admired and work that Dan had been involved with for years. Who'd know? In 1989, I shot about 3 minutes of 35mm film for Mad God. The project was far too big in scale. Shooting on film was a pain in the ass. I asked an acquaintance, a punk rock kind of guy, if he might compose something for the materials I had accumulated at that time. Didn't work. Too on the nose. I lost my crew and gave up. So it goes. Although I had no reason to believe it would ever be revived, I was still compelled to continue with the study, research, or whatever you call it, for the next 20 years, and wrote a 6-page outline and designed the pick with storyboards. About 12 years ago, I was archiving what I had shot over 20 years earlier, and some of the guys at my studio were looking over my shoulder and thought that it was some ancient, forgotten Czechoslovakian film. When they found out what it was, well, they had grown up watching the movies that I had worked on in the past, Star Wars, RoboCop, etc., and missed that epoch. And now we're digital artists and missed that age where one could make, manipulate, and light miniatures. I was never that big a fan of CGI anyhow. They offered to do a few shots with some of the stop-motion characters that I had kept. That led to more people volunteering, and over time, those numbers grew. That was when I felt confident enough to ask Dan if he was interested. The first 3 original minutes that Dan created knocked me out. He totally got it, and I totally bought in. Initially, Mad God was funded by Kickstarter and was built in chapters. I did not want to be shackled to the temp track conundrum of editing to some other soundtrack, a trap that I was well aware of. Excuse me. I wanted to let the score evolve, let it influence and become an integral part of my thought, such as it was process. The way this rolled out was, with the first 3 minutes of footage that Dan composed, we progressed into Chapter 1. Editor Ken Rogerson would take what we had from Dan and chop it up, loop it, rearrange small sections, run it in reverse, etc., like a mosaic, and put it all together bit by bit. As footage accumulated, Dan would send sketches as we move forward chapter by chapter. My notes are minimal. My working MO is to find the best people that I can, support them, and stay out of their way. And you know what? Fuck yeah. That's, there's a lot of ways to make art. That's how I fucking like it. Give people a job, get the fuck out of the way. Let them do it. Let them cook. That's how I like it. When picture for each chapter was completed, I waited until Dan and Richard called me to the screening room. Dan and Richard enjoy a symbiotic relationship, viewing music and sound as inseparable, thus creating a soundscape. I was always bowled over. It was as though I had never seen my movie before, completely transformed by their magic. And that's what happened. Phil Tippett, Berkeley, California, 2022. All right. Goddamn, fun. Best souvenir you can get. Goddamn record. Record with extra shit. Beautiful packaging. So much fun. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we're getting almost to the end here. Let's see what we got left. Let's see what we have left. Okay. Here we go. All right. Some of my favorite music in the whole world. Okay. Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. All right. My dad got me into this music. He loved it. He loved it at the time. in the 60s, okay? He passed down a love of it to me. I picked it right the fuck up. What's to say? Beautiful arrangements, soft, but engaging. Beautiful, soothing voices. It's like the Brazilian jazz, man. It's like the original ASMR, man. Okay? It just gets right in your ear and just like, oh, thank you. Oh, it's so incredibly pleasant. So you just have a short thing on the back, okay? I love this. I love this so much, okay? Sergio Mendes and his Brazil 66 are a small, handsome troupe, currently producing some of the largest, handsomest sounds around. Double handsome off the bat. Handsomest sounds around. Handsome sound. Go get yourself some handsome-ass sound. It's a very modern Latin jazz sound, an expert and tasteful blending of cool vocalizing and very warm for May tempos. Warm for May tempos. Have you ever heard anything described that way? Ever. Warm for May. For May. It's warm for May tempos. How incredibly specific is that? Go fuck yourself. I love it. It's as right now as this morning's news and easier. Yeah, here we go. It's as right now as this morning's news. That's the read. Yeah. It's as right now as this morning's news and easier to take. Yeah, the news always sucked. Always. Decades. Sucked. It swings with a light foot and a light heart, and it makes for surprising and exciting variations in feeling and pace. Sergio Mendes, who created the sound, guides the proceedings from his well-trained piano. Lonnie Hall and Janice Hansen handle the close-knit, soaring, distinctive vocal harmonies. Jose Soares is the Latin percussionist who, along with Bob Matthews on bass, joined Mendes in vocal collaboration. Joao Palma is on drums. Joao, he got shafted. Everybody else got some adjectives. He's just on drums. What the fuck? This is Charles Champlin, Los Angeles Times. Didn't care for Joao. Didn't have a lot to say about him. Fuck you, buddy. You know, give him some adjectives. You're writing warm for May tempos, and you don't give him some fucking adjectives? What a dick. Okay, I did this. Okay. On the second Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66 album for A&M, the fine supporting guitar sound belongs to John Paisano. The prevailing musical weather is nicely temperate, brisk and sunny, or equally soft and moonlit. As on the equinox, that first day of spring and of autumn, when night and day are in perfect balance. Come on. Who writes like that anymore? That's good, man. Doesn't that make you feel something? Warm for May tempos. The prevailing musical weather is nice and temperate. It's the handsomest sound around. Who's throwing around adjectives like this? People, get more risky with your adjectives. Okay? I'm putting that out there. Get more risky with your adjectives. Okay? Playing it too safe with your adjectives these days. All right? Take some chances with them things. Okay. God damn it, son. Okay. Oh, we're almost done, okay? Two more. I appreciate you. Oh, shit, buddy. You've been going for a while. Ooh, but the train ain't slowing down, son, okay? All right? Fucking time out. Dave Brubeck, okay? Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck Quartet. Time out. Fucking good. So good. Oh, jazz on vinyl is so fucking delicious, dude. Oh, eat it with a goddamn spoon. It's like melted ice cream. Oh, shit. Okay. Listen, man. This freaked people out, okay? All right, because it had what? Odd time signatures. All right? And it was popular, okay? And you just didn't see that a lot at the time. So it came out with na 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 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3, right? Odd time signatures. People were like, "What the fuck? how are they grooving with this? What am I hearing? Holy shit, I'm going to shit my pants. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy. It blew some minds, all right? So don't underestimate. Remember what it felt like, okay? And let's see what we got on here, okay? Should some cool-minded Martian come to Earth and check on the state of our music, he might play through 10,000 jazz records before he found one that wasn't in common 4/4 time. See? That's what I'm talking about. It was fucking freaky, man. It was freaky. It was freaking people out, okay? Considering the emancipation of jazz in other ways, this is a sobering thought and an astonishing one. The New Orleans pioneers soon broke free of the tyranny imposed by the easy brass key of B-flat. Men like Coleman Hawkins brought a new chromaticism to jazz. Chromaticism, fuck yeah, dude. Byrd, Diz, and Monk broadened its harmonic horizon. Duke Ellington gave it structure and a wide palette of colors, yet rhythmically, jazz had not progressed. Born within earshot of the street parade, and with the stirring songs of the Civil War still echoing through the South, jazz music was bounded by the left, right of marching feet. Not anymore, motherfucker. All right. Dave Brubeck. Pioneer already in so many other fields, is really the first to explore the uncharted seas of compound time. Ooh, compound time. You don't hear that often, okay? You hear odd time signature, odd meters, polyrhythms, compound time. True, some musicians before him experimented with jazz and waltz time, notably Benny Carter and Max Roach, right? Roach? Yeah. But Dave has gone further, finding still more exotic time signatures and even layering one rhythm in counterpoint with the other. Holy shit! Dave, you're a madman! What are you doing? Danny Carey, eat your heart out. What are you doing? The outcome of his experiments is this album. Basically, it shows the blending of three cultures. The formalism of classical Western music, the freedom of jazz improvisation, and the often complex pulse of African folk music. Brubeck even uses, in the first number, a Turkish folk rhythm, right? So don't forget about this. This was crazy. People listen to this and they're like, what the fuck? It was new, brand fucking new. You know, and we're used to it, you know. We've been listening to progressive rock, you know, all these years, and listening to Zappa and Tool, you know. Modern metal uses crazy shit all the time. All right, Jethro Tull and his progressive folk, and we're used to it. We know these sounds, but this freaked people out, man. This was rad fucking shit. This was like, this was heady fucking shit. Heady as fuck, okay? Okay. Enjoy that. Yes. I have one more for you. I didn't pick a finale, okay? I didn't pick like, this would be a really cool one to end on or anything. We're just done after this, okay? Oh, we got good old Leo Kottke. Oh, incredible guitar player. All right, I picked this up at my local store. Local record shop, CD and record shop, still going strong. All right, I ain't gonna tell you where it is because I don't want you to know where I am. Okay? That's my goddamn business where I am, and you don't get to fucking know that, okay? All right? But yeah, I picked it up from my local store. Very cool. Okay? For a good price, too. It's a good price. It was down. Not on the main shelves. It's down. You gotta look through that. You find some shit. It's good. Incredible guitar playing. This is his album, Mudlark. And we just have a little something on the back. Just a little neat something to end this out on, okay? I think this was written by Leo himself. All right. 4 years ago in Minnesota, I froze my feet solid as a rock and spent some weeks in a St. Cloud hospital being squirted by a malformed 10-year-old with a syringe full of water and having my feet stared at by an assorted appendectomies who wanted some excitement in their lives. So as soon as I could meander, I got my own syringe. I doused the kid and went to the chapel. It was a Catholic hospital with a tape recorder. Sitting beside two nuns in the balcony, I dangled my microphone over the edge and waited for something to happen. The nuns got worried and left, so I was alone with my fruity feet, my Magnavox, in an empty room. For all that bother, in a chapel full or empty, isn't very thrilling. I wound up with a tape of a cleaning lady performing on her Hoover. That's when I decided to record my own stuff. Just a fun little thing to end on. You know, come on, are you kidding me? I spent some weeks in a St. Cloud hospital being squirted by a malformed 10-year-old with a syringe full of water and having my feet stared at by assorted appendectomists who wanted some excitement in their lives. Tells a lot in a short period of time, doesn't it? Each word holds a lot of weight there. So yeah, we'll end it there. Those are some selections from my vinyl collection that just, come on, stay where you are. Stay where you goddamn are. Okay. Those are just some selections from my vinyl collection. Not all records have all this extra shit. They don't come with books and comics and liner notes and album reviews and stories. They don't all come with that. A lot of my records don't. But a lot of them do. And god damn it, I love it. Obviously, the music is the product, right? That's what you come for. But, what a delight all this other stuff is. All these readings of people who were good fucking writers, you know? And all this creativity, all these different things that people included. You know, it was more opportunities to deliver something creative to the listener. You know, to make these books, to include a poster, a fold-out poster, to include a description and the lyrics and information about the story of how it got made and all this stuff, you know? Little anecdotes or poems or... It's all just stuff that brings you deeper into the experience of listening, and it gives you something to hold and look at while you're listening. And yeah, just bring you deeper into the experience, you know? Because this was from a time where music, it wasn't just something that was on in the background. You know, it wasn't just something that you put on when you do the dishes or when you're at work or when you're driving. You sat down and you put on that record and you listened. You sat and you listened, and that's it. And if you were reading something, if you were holding something, you were holding the fucking record and looking at the album art, right? And just letting that influence your imagination, what the song makes you think about, how it makes you feel. You know, all this is to get you more immersed in the experience of listening to the music and feeling it. And that was good. That was good. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I think I did. Okay? I had a good time. That was really fun. God damn it. So much fun. And all these things, they hang out with me. You know, they're up on the shelf. There if I need them. You know? So yeah, I hope you had fun. I had fun. God damn it, son. And yeah, remember, if you like music, just listen to it sometimes. Just sit and listen to it. Close your eyes and just listen. Music is a thing in its own right. It's its own experience. Okay? So appreciate it. Listen to it. Get deeper. Listen actively. Let it in. Dive deep. Okay. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much. You're the best. This has been Sentimental Fools. More to come. Okay? Lots of ideas. More to come. Okay? Have a good one. Friends. Okay? Okay, bye. Bye. Hope you had fun. Okay? Okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're looking good. Yeah, you're looking good. Not that it matters, but you look pretty good. Okay? Doing fine. I like you. Not you. No, you're a piece of shit. You need to get, but you, I like you. You're cool. You're a complex character, okay? You got a lot of stuff going on, okay? I like you. You're a piece of shit. I never liked you. You tricked me. I thought I liked you for a minute, but I was fucking wrong. So go fuck yourself. This bullshit. I'm tired of this. You taught me to listen on how to read in the future. You helped my intuition, okay, in the future for judging people. And I appreciate that. But you, and specifically, go fuck yourself. It had nothing to do with you. You, however, you're the best. I always love you. You're so interesting. Please come over. We'll put on some records. We'll talk. We'll have some tea. It'll be fucking fun. Okay? Bye-bye.